take you to workers at Optimum Coal Mine that have been in limbo for some months now. Some of these workers are contractors. They've not been paid in months, we understand. They've been protesting. 8 National Union of Mineworker members appeared in court yesterday. In fact, the men were arrested after protesting at that mine to demand their unpaid wages. Erin Bates is just outside the gates of the mine. You've been watching this all day and a few days ago as well, Erin. Hello to you. Scenes of protest action a few days ago. How are we looking today?
Very quiet today, but we're at the same site where those violent demonstrations took place on Thursday, Gareth. Tyres burned, police firing rubber bullets in order to disperse the crowd here. And as you've said, those 8 demonstrators and NUM members injured, well, 4 of them were injured and 8 of them arrested. They appeared in court yesterday, were released on bail and are expected back in court in June.
Here's the issue that many people are going to argue that all they want is the salaries that are owed to them. What has NUM said?
Yes, well, NUM has been quite critical of the business rescue practitioners here at Optimum Mine. Of course, Optimum was once the jewel in the crown of the Gupta Empire, a very important mine in terms of providing coal to the nearby Eskom power plant. All of that supply has dried up, over 400,000 tons per month coming from this mine and going to Eskom. It makes up 80% of Eskom's coal supply to that plant, with the other 20% coming from other nearby coal mines. All of that's ground to a halt, and NUM has said that the leadership here has been really heartless in how they're dealing with workers who in some cases haven't been paid for over 2 months.
The issue, of course, for the mining company is that while this protest is ongoing, their work is not being done as needed. What has the mining company said?
We've tried to engage with the business rescue practitioners here. They've sort of taken over. It's a way of sort of solving a business and salvaging it when things are looking dodgy and it seems as though things could go bottoms up. That all emerged towards the end of last year, with Bank of Baroda being the bank for this mine, and there being issues over its ownership by Gupta Associates, Tegeta being relevant there, and of course Duduzane Zuma also having a stake in Optimum. We haven't been able to get comments directly from any of the business rescue practitioners as yet. But what is important here, Gareth, is that this Optimum Mine and the management of Optimum Mine work here has been an issue since the deal went through. It's all in the state of capture report, which the former public protector filed, concerns over how the mine was sold from Glencore, which then put it into business rescue, to Optimum, and whether anyone in government and Eskom had been strong-armed into agreeing to the deal, and then how the mine was managed from there on out. Of course, now we're sitting in a position where this jewel in the Gupta business crown is not operational. Workers have not been paid, and some of the workers I spoke to today who are subcontracted through another Gupta company called VR Laser say that they haven't been paid in more than 2 months. They're having to get into debt with various loan sharks and have been promised time and again that they will be paid by a certain date, and that date simply passes and they have to go back to their families empty-handed, as they did today after speaking to us, getting on a bus with no answers and no cash in hand.
Oh, the jewel in the crown beginning to fade ever so quickly. Erin Bates, thank you very much. Indeed, we're back to you again later in the day here on eNCA.